Do you handle life when you feel like you don't want to do life? You enjoy the pause. Just enjoy the pause, right? You don't have to worry about doing anything. Don't worry about your career. Don't worry about a significant other. Don't worry about some hobby. If nothing is calling to you right now, then just don't worry. And what if something is calling to you? What if it's just not working out? Well, then you pause for a moment. You're not pausing to try and figure it out. You're just pausing to just accept that you don't know how to figure it out. And what about loneliness? Everybody's lonely these days. People will be in rooms filled with hundreds of people and still be lonely. People will be at dinner tables with 10 to 20 of their closest friends and then still look around and be like, wow, I actually don't know these people anymore. No longer resonate. Or maybe you can't understand why you're not chosen for love. Those words felt weird. Those words felt weird. Who chooses us for love? Other people choose us for love? Does God place love out there for us? No. We have to find love within ourselves. We have to find that sense of loneliness. Only we can feed it for ourselves. Right? So my name's Deb. I like to share things about the human experience. And if this vibes with you, make sure you click on the related video for the longer version. This is really slow going. We're going to get into it. These messages are channeled from whoever. I don't really know, but most of the time, once it starts flowing, the words aren't from me. Many times I even go to say words and something else comes out. Now, I clicked play today because I don't want to say I'm feeling lonely, but I will say I miss enjoying meals with people. And so I just don't eat. I miss having plans with people. So I just don't make plans. Could I make plans by myself? Yes. Could I go out and enjoy a meal by myself? Yes. And in fact, I do those things. So how do we deal with loneliness? Other than just ask ourselves why? We distract ourselves. We try to find things that we're good at. We just try to live life. This life really means nothing. Like, you don't have to do anything. Some people think that if you're not doing anything, then that's not motivational or inspirational, and then you're just a lazy person who doesn't deserve to be on this earth. But that's not true. You're here to experience being a lazy person that doesn't have passion for everything, and that is an important thing to experience. Can you imagine getting to be the human that's your calling, is to be a lazy person that doesn't have to meet anyone? They don't have to meet anyone's expectations. Loneliness reminds us of all the things that we wish we could fix about ourselves with a snap of the fingers. But here's the thing. What if you spent your entire life working on fixing yourself, working on bettering yourself, working on becoming the best person you can be, and somebody still rejects you for something that is absolutely out of your control nothing you can fix about it. You just pause and accept it. And that's a different feeling than loneliness, the rejection. What is rejection? Rejection is respectable because that is someone else exercising their right to sovereignty. That is someone else respecting their boundaries and their choices and their vision for their life. So, how do you accept rejection when it's directed at you and you feel sad that you can't fix it? So, what do? Well, I post videos on YouTube while openly crying, sharing my emotions. I thought about going for a hike, but it's really smoky outside. It's already really hard to maintain my work duties of talking so much when the smoke hurts the throat. Thought about going and dipping in the water, feeling nature's womb. There's things that when I get in funks or get sad or emotionally hurt, my mind wants to go towards what can I do to fix the emotions? I think that's what everyone's brain does. What do we do to get these emotions away? What do we do to process these? What do we do to get this surge from surging? I want the surge to stop, right? So we go and we run and we exercise and we do cold plunges and we meditate and we journal and we call up a friend and maybe we ruminate and have the thoughts play around on repeat. So what's the best productive way to handle these emotions? Because when we have these emotions, sometimes doing anything can feel like a distraction, like we're trying to hide it and shove it down. But sometimes just switching the gears really is such a comfort. Have you ever heard people say that sometimes their best gym days are the days that they didn't even want to go, but they made themselves go anyways? I mean, maybe that's what we do with these emotions. Maybe first you pause, you sit with it for a little bit without overthinking it. Without overthinking it. Just sit and see what it feels like. Right? That rejection. What does rejection feel like inside? Where does it feel? Where does it feel the tightest? Where does it feel like it's constricting? And then just witness it. And then set a timer. After so long, if that doesn't work, go for a walk. Go get into nature. Just the aspect of like nature has a way of talking to you through things, ways that it can't get to you when you're in your house. I mean, it can, but then it has to use technology and it's not as magical. But if you get into nature, there's usually signs and symbols and ways that nature speaks to you that just makes you feel loved. So even if it does feel like a distraction and like a lot of work, sometimes it's needed. Sometimes just go to the park and lay in the grass and just stare at the sky. But don't beat yourself up for it and don't get lost in a hole of thoughts. That's the main thing. Don't get lost in a sea of thoughts, of overthinking and ruminating. If there's something on your mind about a specific situation, find 1 to 3 sentences that describe the situation, that describe it as it is, that describe your situation. Like what's affecting me right now? What's affecting me right now? I am feeling rejected, and it has literally, like, there's nothing that I can do going forward in my life to prevent myself from being rejected for that same thing again. I have to accept that it is a part of me that no matter how much self improvement I do, there's a certain aspect that somebody has to be willing to love, or that's it. Nobody will. And that's okay. So, acceptance, right? First, stating what's happening. And then, what are the choices? I can't take action on this. There's nothing for me to take action on to prevent this from happening in the future. So, acceptance. Okay. I have to accept that there's no action I can take, and I have to be at peace with it. There's got to be a third step here. What can the third step be? We accept, then we move on. You find ways. If there's not, I mean, for me, there's literally nothing I can do. If there's actions and steps that you can take, then take those. Is your issue feeling lonely? Is there a step that you can take to make a commitment to put yourself into public eye once a week, once a month, something? And then, okay, so here's the thing. I've been single for a number of months, and there was a time where I was like, I need to be around people. I know I'm sad and rejected and hurt, and I want to stay home, and I don't want to be part of the world. But, like, you can't just hermit forever. So, force myself to go out. And then I would come home, and then I'd be like, see, I didn't meet anyone. No magic happened. Just another day passed, another day with no spark, another day with no magic, another day without direction of where to go, who to see, what to do. And then that can be frustrating, but you just accept it. I mean, you really just, moment to moment, find something that's a hobby and a passion, something you can go on towards. So me, I feel like I've done a lot of things in my life, and whatever I apply myself to next is just going to, like, it's going to have to be able to show a lot of potential to give back to my life. Because a lot of hobbies, they're fun, and yes, there's connections in them, and they remind you to be human and feel like a kid. But I'm at a stage, and are there other, like, is this just a midlife crisis thing where I'm just, you spend, I can't say for normal people, because I've been raising kids my whole life, so I don't know about other people. But I feel like I spent so much of my time doing things to make myself feel good about myself, or to show others that I can do things, and not to show them I can do things, but like they did things, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can do that too. And then I did, and I was like, cool, I can. And then now I'm at a point where I understand that I can literally do anything I want. Do I have time to do everything that I want? No. Midlife crisis. Running out of time. It's like when you're younger, you feel like you have all the time to try all the things, and you do, try all the things. You have all the time. And now I feel like I'm running out of time, and I need to pick something that's going to make a big impact on my life. Otherwise, the next few decades are going to look exactly like the last one, where I'm just bouncing from hobby to hobby and living like Peter Pan. And maybe that's all life is. But I can feel a call to more. So I know that I am not supposed to be spreading my energy out around to all these different hobbies right now. I am supposed to be refining my skills and my gifts so that the next thing I focus on can be big and amazing and fulfilling because I don't want the next 10 years to go by not feeling fulfilled. And by the looks of things, I'm probably going to be doing it alone. Have you ever had a secret about your life that not one person has accepted? Anytime you share it, not one person has understood. So going forward on this journey of being a human, sharing my human experience with all the rawness and authenticity, no video edits here. Maybe a little boring, a little long-winded. That's it. That's what these videos are. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me a platform to just do what I want. And here we are. Like, I can just do this. I can just talk to literally anyone on the planet that has internet connection to go pull up YouTube. They can find me. With that said, if this video has found you, it's for you. You wouldn't be watching it if it wasn't. Because that's how energy works. Energy, you can only see what you resonate at. So also, if you are watching this video, I'm sorry that it resonates with you because it's a sad video. And if you're resonating with it, that means you're sad. But they're real feelings that we need to feel. I was really sad when I started this video, and now it's just my own little talk therapy, and I feel better. Thank you for listening. Do I still feel alone and rejected? Yes. But my thoughts were starting to spiral. My thoughts were on repeat, and I needed to shake that up. I don't really have hobbies right now. So this is my hobby. I could tell my thoughts were spiraling and it wasn't good and I needed to do something. So here we are. Life in action. I guess that's it. I don't have anything else to say on the subject. I don't even know what I said on the subject. Surprise, surprise. My name's Deb. I'm here to share the human experience to help others with their human experience. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all those great things. Because the more you do those things, the more the support can happen. And the more support that happens, the more I can become whole in my gift. And the more I can become whole in my gift, the more that we can help people not be depressed and not have anxiety. And the more we can connect with people that are business owners and have plans and visions to create a world that doesn't create broken and lonely people. Yep, that's the mission. So, have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Grateful for you all, whoever you are. Cheers.